If I leave the city tomorrow, if I have to leave, I would actually regret, because I don't know, I just think I haven't really taken advantage of the opportunities. Things are either really big things or they're tiny things, but they're just things that would make life feel fuller. Some would require money and some really won't require money, and I want you to see. So yes, because of that, I have made a bucket list, and this bucket list is not till the end of my life. It's just basically for my 20s, maybe the next 1 to 2 years, because that's going to happen. I'm not married, I don't have children, my work is not as tedious. Why am I acting like someone that's 50 with a whole family? So lately, I've realized that I have not been living life. I've just been existing. My routine has just been work, home, and repeat. That's all. And I think this wasn't me before. Even when I was stressed and doing my master's, I was more active, spontaneous. I did things, I created experiences, memories, and I'm just in my early 20s. You know, when I really look at it, it's just me not wanting to step out of my comfort zone. And I think a lot of things that have happened in my life have kind of killed my spirit of exploring and being happy. So I'm not like that going to happen. I'm not married, I don't have children, my work is not as tedious. Why am I acting like someone that's 50 with a whole family? So yes, because of that, I have made a bucket list, and this bucket list is not till the end of my life. It's just basically for my 20s, maybe the next 1 to 2 years, because I'm in a different country. I don't know how long I'll be here, so I don't want to look back and feel like I did not really make a lot of experiences and memories here. What I love about myself is all the countries I have lived in. Whenever I look back, I don't have any regrets, because I feel like I have explored it and made so many memories to the best of my ability. But then since I moved to this new city, I can't say the same. If I leave the city tomorrow, if I have to leave, I would actually regret, because I don't know, I just think I haven't really taken advantage of the opportunity that I have, because I know that it is a huge opportunity for me personally, for who I am as a person and where I come from. It's a huge privilege and opportunity to be able to have actually experienced all the things I have experienced and done all the things that I have, and have this freedom that I have now to go out there and work, earn my own money, to travel countries and cities easily. So some of these things are either really big things or they're tiny things, but they're just things that would make life feel fuller. Some would require money and some really won't require money. And I want you to see it as it can really be little things. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Sometimes it's just something that would get you out of your room or your house. But yeah, you can get some tips from here and choose the ones you like to replicate in your life. And also a little disclaimer, some of these things I have done them in my life before, but then I haven't done them in so long, so I just want to do them again. So the first one is spending a whole day pretending I am a tourist in the city I live in. So basically just walking around and taking pictures of things, or discovering places, or entering shops that I normally would ignore just because it is my city and I walk past that place every day. Searching up maybe like a park that I have never visited in this city and just going there, basically acting like a tourist. I really love this idea, because sometimes when you live in a city, you tend to miss how beautiful it is, or just certain interesting things about the city, because there are places where you live in and some people actually visit the place. They travel and come to the place to see things, and you already live there, so you can experience it just like them and get that joy. So yeah, that's number one. The second one is go to a cafe and watch people for an hour. Bring a tiny book, so not your phone. You can bring your phone, but don't use your phone, but just read a book, watch people. A cafe that has a good view. I really want to do this. I have gone to cafes definitely, but then I've never gone there just to people watch, and I've never gone there like with a notebook. So I would love to do this. The third one is take a spontaneous bus somewhere. Get off a stop you've never seen. This is very easy, but just take any bus and just see where the bus stops. I might not do it in this city. I might decide to do it in another city that would have maybe more views and just more things to look at and see. When you're in the bus, you don't really have to worry or care about, oh, I need to check when my stop is, and also maybe in the end drop off at a stop where has an interesting view. So this would actually be better in like a very big city that has really nice views. So I would love to do this one day. The next one is travel to Nottingham by bus to get bubble tea and back. So little backstory, I live close to Nottingham, literally 45 minutes bus ride. Also my favorite bubble tea place, which I think is the best, is Cop. So it's in Nottingham. So I'm thinking of just, normally when I'm going to Nottingham, I go there by train. So this would be interesting for me to go there by bus, but also to just get bubble tea and then back, nothing. So I would love to do this. Next one is donate blood. I have never done this in my entire life, and then for some weird reason the other day, this was even before the whole bucket list stuff, I was like, oh my god, I want to donate blood. Like, yeah, you know, it would be cool, it'll be interesting, you're helping someone. And I went through a whole rabbit hole search about it. It's actually healthy for you who is donating. Just do your research. I think it would be a really good thing to do. And I think if you do it here in the UK, you get some notifications, you get sent a message if someone has gotten your blood, something like that. So you feel like, oh, I've saved a life, stuff like that. Unfortunately for me, I would have loved to do it like sooner, but then the nearest hospital that I can donate blood is not here, so I have to travel to another city, but I still plan on doing it. I think you can drive after that, something like that. The next interesting one is take a train to Scotland, even just for a day trip. And I love this because you can literally just take a train to Scotland. Like, it's really nice. So for a day trip, I have been to Edinburgh, but I might maybe take a day trip to Glasgow. I think it would be really fun. So yeah, there's that. The next one is go to a museum alone. I don't think I have been to a museum alone. I have been to multiple museums, but I've never been alone, which will be interesting. You know, just go watch. It doesn't matter which one. We have a museum here that's very close to me, so I would go to a museum alone. Next one, go to a beach alone. I have been to the beach not alone. I think it would be nice, it would be fun. Unfortunately for me, summer is ending right now, so I don't know how this is going to work. Maybe this would be next year, but now logistically I don't have a beach close to me, but then this is definitely on my bucket list. Next is have a picnic alone in a pretty park. No phone, just food and a book or journal. Love this idea. It would be really nice, you know, somewhere that's pretty with a good view, and it's just you and your thought, most especially if you're alone and you don't have anyone to go to. This would be really good. So yeah, try that. Next one is take a long walk without headphones, just your thoughts. And this is going to be difficult because it's not even a walk, it's a long walk without headphones. Maybe like go out with a card for security, so if you need like money or whatever, but then it'll be really hard for me because I'm obsessed with my headphones. I always listen to something, podcast or music, so it would be really interesting to go on a long walk. I don't know, I don't think I'm doing this anytime soon because it feels like such a huge commitment. The next one is take a pottery class or a painting class. Another one is go for a candle making class. I've never, interestingly enough, I've never gone to a pottery class. I have seen so many pottery videos, but I have never gone to one. I would really love to do that. I have searched it. It does seem like not expensive, but then you would still spend some money on it. So yeah, you might find a class, either candle making. I would also love to do candle making. That would be nice. The next one is take a dance class you would normally never try. So it could be salsa, tango, hip hop, I don't know, but yeah, I would love to take a dance class. It doesn't have to be every day, but even just one, just something to do, just little things, little experiences. Oh my god, I would also love to go for a karate class. I'm adding this to the bucket list. It's actually already here, but a karate class. I used to watch Karate Kid. It was a movie. I loved it. I was obsessed with it when I was little, so I would love a karate class, even if it's just one. Yep. The next one is, I love this one, indoor skydiving. Oh my god, yes, this would be really good. I don't think I can do the real life one for now, but then the indoor one looks fun and funny. So yeah, do that. The next one is jump on a trampoline, and at my big age I want to do that. In my primary school we had a trampoline and everyone like was for the kids. I remember like it was so fun. I loved this so much. I would really love to jump on a trampoline again. It has to be a big one, but I don't know, like even thinking about it, it's really, the inner child in me would be so happy. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. This next one, huge one, I want to take swimming classes. Oh my god, Zainab, I remember my dad once wanted me to take swimming classes. He took me to this center in Abuja, and I don't know how we didn't even end up doing it in the end, but then even when I was in Bristol, I keep thinking about it. Swimming classes, for some reason I just want to, I don't know. I just want my whole body in water. I want to experience it. I don't know. I just want to. Yeah, that would be nice. This is similar to swimming classes, but dance in the rain intentionally. But then this depends on the safety and like where I am at. I feel like this would be best in Nigeria, at home, in our house, or like in Sokoto, in my grandmother's, I don't know, somewhere that's like your space, but then an open space. It would be really nice to dance in the rain. I have this core memory that I can never forget. And I was in secondary school. It was in SS3. You know, I think it was the last month of us being in the hostel. It was NTIC girls section. It was raining and some of our set mates, I can never forget, they went outside in the basketball field and they were just dancing in the rain and shouting and playing and whatever, a lot of things. And I was watching them through the window. I was with one of my roommates. I don't want to call her name for privacy, but then I can clearly remember she was like, oh my god, I want to go and do this because we're soon going to be adults and this might be the last time that we actually freely dance in the rain and enjoy it. I can never forget it. And then she left and she went to join them, but I never did. I did not go to join them to dance in the rain. And truly since then, I have never experienced intentionally being in the rain and being happy and wanting the rain to beat me. It's just maybe you're outside and it rains and you're trying to run away from it. I would love to experience that. I really wish I had taken her advice. Yeah, that's that. Next one is ride a swing at a park even if people watch. I used to love swings so much. I still do. Oh god, like swings were really like core childhood. Truly everywhere swings. I would love to do that again. Oh my god, yeah. Next one is attend a Pilates class. I've never attended a Pilates class, so would love to do that. Take a yoga class, love to do that. For me, I think I would rather Pilates than yoga based on the videos I have seen. The next one is post a raw, imperfect video on your YouTube, no editing. And I think this is difficult for me. I don't think I can do it because not that my videos are heavily edited, but because I talk for so long and I tend to go off track, editing it just makes it better and cutting off places where like I've gone off track. Then it's not really a big deal. I can still do it, but I don't really have any video on my channel that has not gone through CapCut. So in case you see this, it's just my lipstick. I felt like it was too much and I did this. Next one is play a professional piano even if it's rubbish. I literally wrote even if it's rubbish. I don't know, I just find it interesting. I find people who can play the piano very, I don't know, I think it's just interesting. That day I was at the hospital and there was this guy. So there's a piano in our hospital and he was wearing scrubs, so doctor. So he was literally playing the piano and it was like a hospital. Everyone was just doing their stuff. You could see sick people, there were the bodies, everyone was just doing their thing, but then it looked like he was in the mood and he played so well. So I would love to do that one day. I don't think I can learn how to play it properly, but just play it, a professional one, like a real one, and maybe with a guide there with me. The next one is visit an Islamic lecture or event alone, not for socializing, but just for me. I would really love to do that. Maybe it would be in like Birmingham or London or Manchester, but I think it would be interesting just to go alone and listen. You know, I've been in the UK now for over a year, so I have not really attended any physical lecture in so long. Next one is pick one morning to wake up before Fajr. Make tea and watch the sky shift to dawn. I really love this because I have a really good view where I can actually see the sky. I've experienced this during Ramadan because with sahur and everything you're sitting, but then I would love to do it when it's not Ramadan time. The next one is join a local library and spend a whole day there. No phone, just browsing books and go with snacks or something. That would be really interesting. Just going to a library, not with my phone, but then just scanning through the books and reading different books. You don't even have to finish the book, just browsing through the books in the library. That would be really cool. This one, I love it too. It says take a solo staycation in a fancy hotel or cozy cabin. I have been to hotels alone, but then there's always a reason. It's either I'm going there to visit like a friend. So for example, when I went to Madrid, I stayed in a hotel, but it was to see my brother. So going there alone, I would love that. And I love hotel breakfast, so that would be really nice. The next one is, I really love this one. It's go to the airport and book a same day train or bus ticket, spontaneous day trip. Do you guys know the whole feeling of going to an airport? There's just something, it just feels nice being there, waiting for your flights to start boarding, the cafes, the busyness. I really miss that. I don't think I'm traveling anytime soon, but I would really do this. I would definitely do this. I don't know what airport to go to. The airport that's near us is not really a big airport. I don't want that one. I want like a big, really big airport that would give me that feeling of traveling. And then go there, spend 2 or 3 hours, go to a cafe, sit down there, and then come back home. That would be really nice. I love that. The next one is similar. It says take a spontaneous flight without planning the destination much. And yeah, I love this. You have to be very careful, but then I think the main thing here is just not planning too much ahead or things you're going to do, just making it spontaneous and going somewhere like a city. I might do this to Scotland. I don't think I would do it outside the UK, but then yeah, somewhere in the UK, that would be really cool. I don't know, it would be really nice to do that. So yeah, that's the end of my bucket list. Some of these are off the top of my head, some I looked for suggestions from other people's or on the internet, and yeah, I made a whole list. So I won't be able to complete all these in the next few months or in a year. I don't know where I would be next year, but I'll just try my best to keep going through the list every weekend, every weekday. So it's also telling myself that I am capable of going somewhere or doing something after work. It doesn't always have to be during the weekend, because the weekend is literally just Friday and Saturday, because once it's Sunday, it doesn't feel like a weekend because you have to get ready to go to work the next day. So if you also have a bucket list, let me know in the comment section, or if you're even planning on making one, what is something that you really want to do. I find it interesting. I think there are people that have had bucket lists since they were little, which is so cool because they must have achieved so much now that they're adults, and I wish I had done that, but then still, better late than never. And I think this is a really cool idea. I think everyone should do this. It doesn't have to be as complicated as this. It can just be very simple. It can be little things. You can tailor it to certain niches or something you want to achieve and break it down into little parts. So yeah, thank you for coming to my bucket list video, and let me know in the comment section what you think and any suggestions. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye.